What up, everybody? Alfie here, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup, and I'm back. I am back. I'm back. It's been a while, but I'm here. So let's talk about it, man. It's finally here. He gave us what we wanted. Yeah, the day has come. The reckoning is here. HBO Max. You gave us what we wanted. Here it is. This is Zack Snyder's Justice League. Zack Snyder's Justice League is directed by Zack Snyder, and this is his definitive vision of Justice League. 2017 was the year we saw Justice League for the first time, and it was directed by him, but due to his daughter dying, he had to leave the project, and Joss Whedon came and stepped in and pretty much took over the film, and we shot some scenes, pretty much a lot of the scenes. And that film overall is a Frankenstein of a dumpster fire. I do not like Justice League at all. I'm not the biggest fan of it. And I'm not even the biggest fan of Zack Snyder, to be honest. I love Man of Steel, but I hate Batman v Superman. So I was a little bit skeptic when I heard that he was going to give us his vision of this film. After seeing a bunch of trailers and a bunch of stuff that he put up on Vero, I was like, okay, I want to see what he's going to give us. Because he pretty much shot, I think it was 75% of this film. And I think that the budget of this film is $70 million. So, that's a lot of money. So, he gave us the trailer. He gave us a bunch of scenes. He gave us a lot of images. And it's here. And I had the opportunity to see it. And I was scared after hearing the length of the film. But I was like, okay, I want to see what this film is about. And now I've seen it. Obviously, we know the cast is back once again. We got Ben Affleck. We got Henry Cavill. We got Ray Fisher. We got Gal Gadot. We got Jason Momoa. We got Jeremy Irons. We got Ezra Miller. We got William Dafoe. We got Jared Leto. We got a bunch of people in this film. So this film is jam-packed with people. So, before talking about this film, this review is sponsored by Joss Whedon. When you need a little bit of alone time. Thank you very much. Let's talk about the film. And guys, I like this vision, or I like this version of Justice League. I do. But it still has a lot of issues. But this is better than the Justice League that we got. And it's even better than Batman v Superman. What I enjoy about the film, first of all, this version, is that even though it's 4 hours long, I was never bored. And that is a good thing, because the length of this film is like Once Upon a Time in America, Lord of the Rings type of length. It's really, really long. So you got to really invest and sit down and really take a breather with this film, really marinate everything that is happening with this film. But I think that he did what he had to do, cramming all of the stuff. But I think that if you're not the biggest fan of Zack Snyder, if you're not the biggest fan of the DCEU that he was presenting, then you're probably not going to enjoy this film. I was in the middle. I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a hater. I was a neutral person that wanted to see this film. And I think that overall, he did what he was supposed to do with this one. So 4 hours long, I think that he did the best he could with it. Another thing that I enjoy with this film is that some of the characters that got sidelined the fuck in Joss Whedon's film got so much shine in this one. A perfect example is Cyborg. Cyborg in this film is to me my favorite character, because his story, I think that Zack Snyder does a great job by giving him a pretty much good backstory, but also a conclusion in the end. You can't help yourself then root for this person, because he been going through some shit. He lost his mom, he's losing his dad, spoilers. And I think that Joss Whedon did a bad job by pretty much shitting on this character, because this character has a rich backstory. And I think that Zack Snyder does a great job by giving him the perfect story arc overall. I think that Cyborg is the best character in this film, because Everybody else who already got their standalone film, we know who they are. Cyborg, we don't even know that much about him. He don't even have a standalone film. So to see him getting his due right or his due diligence, I think that they do a great job with this. So Zack Snyder, great job with that. Another thing that I really enjoy with this film is the visual. Obviously, Zack Snyder has an eye for visual, and I think that he does a great job here. The CGI is good. I think it's good. Some of the CGI can be a little bit flunky, but overall it is good. I think that Darkseid looks good. Steppenwolf looks good. Minor characters that's pretty much are CGI heavy, I think looks good. The only person that does not look good with the CGI is, I'm sorry to say, but Cyborg. Some of the scenes with him where his CGI the fuck up, I think that it looks a little bit weird. It looks cartoonish. But overall, I think the CGI is great. Zack Snyder does a great job of giving the definitive version that he wanted, his version, without making it to be Batman v Superman. Because the biggest criticism I have with Batman v Superman is that it was too emo, it was too dark, and it was too goddamn serious. This film is a little bit more lighten up. It's a little bit more comedy, for better or worse, and it's a little bit more not restricted, but a little bit more lighthearted. So I like it that way, and I think it does a great job in the end by being not too serious and not being too goddamn emo. So I like that vision. If you don't know, the film is based on 7 episodes. So I think that the first half of the film, it is good because it's pretty much a slow burn and it's building up the anticipation of Steppenwolf, but also the anticipation of the superheroes. And I think that Zack Snyder does a great job by taking the time and letting us get to know these characters the best we can. Because even though the best way would be to have a standalone film, first half I like it a little bit better, even though the second half is more extravagant, a little bit more bang, bang, boom, boom in your face, action heavy, action packed. Great job with that. But to me, I think this first half does a great job by building up the world and the anticipation of Steppenwolf and who he is as a villain. And my next thing that I really enjoy is Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf in here is so much more badass, even though he's a little bit, I am the evil guy, I'm the antagonist. I still think that he's much better developed and better presented in here than in Joss Whedon. And the CGI of Steppenwolf, he looks more menacing in here, man. He does. I can't say anything else, man. And my last good thing, it's gotta be the fight scenes, man. The fight scenes in here, the choreography, so freaking awesome, man. When the fight scene comes, you can't help yourself to smile. Like, I was smiling, I was like applauding a couple of times. I was like, wow, this is great, man. You know, Zack Snyder's typical thing that he always do with the slow-mo, it is there, but I think that I was never irritated with his slow-mo shots. I was more, okay, I get it. This is his go-to shtick that he does, but it works well with the superhero dream-like-esque thing. So yeah, great job with that. Before going to the stuff that I did not like, obviously we saw in the trailer that Joker is going to be in this film, and even Deathstroke is in this film, and Lex Luthor is in this film. The nightmare scenes, it is good. It is good, but it's not great. And I think the impact overall with the nightmare and the Joker scene is leaving a little bit more to desire. And I wanted it to have that in-your-face impact and be that scene that is going to be remembered. But I think it left that sequence being an appetizer. So I was pretty happy to see Batman and Joker finally, sharing the scene together. But I was like, man, if they can just give us a standalone film of Batman starring Ben Affleck, it would be perfect. But I'm still happy that we finally got to see them, and also Deathstroke. But yeah, don't go to this film thinking that you're gonna see a lot of Joker and Deathstroke. Even though it's not a cameo, it's not a lot you're gonna see with them. And even Darkseid, man. Darkseid looks good. I like the CGI, but it's just a cameo, and the scenes that we get to see with him, it's not a lot. I think that they show a lot on the trailer, the scenes that he is in, but it's still good to see him on the screen. And another thing about this film that I also gotta say before I go to the bad thing about the film is that this film overall cannot work watching in the theaters. So I'm thankful that we got the opportunity to see this film on streaming service. First of all, the length, okay? And the route Zack Snyder is taking with this film. It doesn't work well as a popcorn film. This is so different. Even though it's a superhero film, the way he presented, the way he structured the film is just so different from the traditional superhero flicks. So a lot of people are going to be like, what the hell is this? Or you're going to be like, okay, I like the risk that he took in this one. So this film is going to leave a lot of people divided. Yeah, that's pretty much what I enjoyed with this film. So let's talk about the stuff I did not like with this film. The comedy, man. The comedy is just... that is all I gotta say. It doesn't work well at all. When they were trying to make jokes and be funny, it was goddamn cringy. It was just so bad. And it never hit well at all. So I don't know if Zack Snyder's writing is weak. I know that he's more on the visual standpoint, but goddamn, this is showing me that he cannot deal with comedy at all. So his comedy is weak, man. It is really, really weak. Overall, I did not laugh at all. And another thing that I did not like with this film is that I like Batman in this film. I do. But I think Batman was more or better handled in Joss Whedon's film and than here. In Joss Whedon's film, you saw Batman as a detective, using his gear and being pretty smart. Even though he wasn't Batman and he was Bruce Wayne, you saw that detective standpoint of Batman in that. In here, you don't. And even in Joss Whedon's film, you saw him as that leader type while Superman was dead. So in this film, he became more of a team player rather than being the leader. And another thing that I did not like is Aquaman. Aquaman in this film was just... he was there. He got some cool shots, but... and The Flash, you know, he provides most of the funny scenes. And like I said, it's just so weird watching him trying to act funny. You know, he's weird, but it doesn't land, man. It just does not land. And the biggest thing that I did not like with the film is that this is Justice League, right? So being in the Justice League, they have to pretty much settle down and cooperate as a team. I never felt like they became a team in this film. I never bought them as a team, as a definitive team that can pretty much work well together. Overall, you know, this feels like a bitter end of that universe that Zack Snyder was building. And I don't think we're ever going to see it again, man. I just don't. This is like the last bitter, triumphant return, goodbye of Zack Snyder's vision of DCEU. And even though I'm satisfied that I got the opportunity to see it, I think I'm never going to see it again because of the length of the film. And yeah, I think the length, it's too goddamn long for me to really invest another time to watch this film. But I do not love this film. I enjoy this film. I do. So my rating of Zack Snyder's Justice League, I'm going to give it 3.3 out of 5. Even though it has a lot of standout things that I really enjoy, and I can even say I love. It has a lot of flaws that I just can't help myself to think about more and more after watching this film. And this film is not a film you want to sit with your friends and watch because this film is so goddamn long. But even though it's long, I think that he does a great job by giving this film the stuff that he's supposed to give and not rushing all of the stuff. But man, I think that the best way for this film was to probably give it a sequel. But I don't think we're gonna ever gonna see the sequel directed by him. I just don't. So in the end, I'm still happy that we watch it because I thought that this would never see the light of day. I just didn't. So it's kind of good to see it. But is this a popcorn flick? No, it's not. This is Zack Snyder's Once Upon a Time in America of DCEU. It is. It's a breather, and it takes its time, and I think he does a great job for what he has. Anyways, guys, 3.3 out of 5 for Justice League, or Zack Snyder Justice League. Anyways, guys, what do you think about it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Write your comments down below. Let your boy know. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the notification bell so every time I upload a new video, you'll be the first to see it. My name is Alfie, aka Random Black Guy, aka Zack Snyder. My name is Alfie, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup. And that was my review for the film Zack Snyder's Justice League. And until next time, guys, I'm giving you out there. Peace.